federalism at two different levels. Okay. See, the first level of federalism can be see this is center, this is central government, and there are state governments, right? But among this state, there is not one state is there. There are multiple states are there. There can be state 1, there can be state 2. So multiple states are there. Let's say state 1, state 2 and state 3. So now the division of power can be between the center and state. And division of power can be between these states also. In the ideal system, the center and state relation, the division of power would be between the center government and the state government. Every state will get the equal power. Every state will get the equal power under the constitution. That is the true federalism. Okay. Now, here what we are seeing is that there is division of power between the central government and the state government. This division of power is called as the vertical federalism. There is vertical distribution of power. However, there is distribution of power among the states within one level. Here, there is level 1. This is, let's say, level 2. So when the power is distributed between two levels, it will be called as the vertical federalism. However, when the power is distributed within a particular level, that would be called as horizontal federalism. Okay. Vertical federalism, horizontal federalism. You know, the vertical means up to down or down to up, right? Horizontal means at the one level. So here, among the states, for example, the power among the different states is different. Here, the example of vertical federalism you can take in the United States of America, where the power has been divided between the union, that is the central unit, and the states. The horizontal federalism, take example of India. Here we have the distribution of power among the different states at the different level. Different powers have been given. For example, the number of seats. What is the number of Rajya Sabha seats of Andhra Pradesh in Rajya Sabha seats? How many Rajya Sabha seats Andhra Pradesh have? Now, which state is having more power here? Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh have more power because they have the more number of members in the Rajya Sabha. That means whenever there is any law is being passed in the Rajya Sabha, the say of Uttar Pradesh is going to be the higher than the Andhra Pradesh. That's why many times people say, if you talk about little politically, people say that if you want to win Indian election, you have to win Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Why? Because of the number of seats there is much higher. So ideally, in USA, the state of New York and state of California have how many numbers of seats in the Senate? They have the two houses. Lower house, which is called as the Congress in the USA. Let's compare with the USA. Rajya Sabha, that is upper house. Case study, upper house membership. upper house membership. In the United States of America, and what is in India? See, in USA, the upper house is called as Senate. In India, it is called as Rajya Sabha, upper house. Lower house in US is called as Congress, US Congress. In India, Lok Sabha. The lower house in India is called as Lok Sabha. However, in US it is called as Congress. However, in the India, the upper house is called as the Rajya Sabha. Now, in the US, each state, whether it is New York, California, or Florida, or any other, Alaska, any other state, the number of seats they will get in the Senate is fixed, 2 seats. Only 2 seats. Even if your population is 5 crore or 1 crore, you are going to get the same number of seats. That is 2 seats. Okay. However, in India, the seats are as per what? Population. So more the population, more the Rajya Sabha seats you are going to get.